Hey, Dimps. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. I have this pulled up on my TV too, so I can kind of see it, but I had to mute it. I need to pull in my camera that's going to be over my winder. Give me just another minute. I'm getting on ball in just a minute. Oh, thanks, Dimp. Hey, Patrice. Hey, Marilyn. Guys, bear with me. I'm trying to send this out so I can connect another camera. And apparently, I don't know what I'm doing. I did it correctly when I was experimenting. There it is. Ah. What we're going to be doing tonight is I have some a bunch of yarn that I need to um wind up. It's like all of this from where I finished other projects in the past. And I'm going to use my winder to wind them up and make them look decent. Hopefully I'll soon learn how to take care of all of this. Okay. I have an echo, so you can see me putting a headphone in this one to stop it. Okay, am I still echoing? Now, I already had the charger hooked up because I knew that it was going to go out on me possibly. The only thing is, I'm not sure if this one is actually charging. This one has been hooked to the charger. Okay. I may have to just let these two go. Do. All right. Okay. Hi, everybody. Now, I'm so glad that I have some people in here visiting me. Um, let's see. Okay. How have y'all been today? Okay. Anybody who doesn't know what this is ball winder, and I'm sure y'all know what it is. And what it does is it takes yarn from like this and turns it into like a neat little cake like this. And I know I'm bringing, let me put it with the lighter background, but it turns this into this, or in my case, this into this, because this is all floppy now. And so what's going to happen is that as I use it, it's going to end up tangling because we've got this cord that comes out of the center, but then there's another one that comes from around the outside. And if you're not careful, they'll tangle together. So what this is going to do, it's going to turn it into another ball of yarn to where then when I get ready to work with it, all I got to do is pull it from the center again and keep going. And when I'm using them, a lot of the times what I'll do is I'll put my yarn in like a basket or something on the floor, but I didn't go get one this time. So what I'm going to end up having to do is I'm either going to hold it or let me see. Here's a band that it might not jump out of. Y'all can see I use I use every inch of my room. My big old behind don't have to lose weight if I keep adding stuff in here, but I just still want to keep adding stuff. I want a DTF printer so bad. So bad. Oh, I'm biased. This is who is it? This is one of Patrice's designs. I need to do a couple more. But what you do is there is a slit here that you put your yarn in, and you can thread it. Oops, wrong way. You can thread it through here first, but I just always stick mine in there and then pull it through there. And I'm going to take this and put it down here in this basket. And then all you do is I'll hold this with just a little bit of tension on it. And what it does is, there was a knot. I'm going to start this over because there's a knot in the yarn from when I was crocheting with it. And if I don't take the knot out now, then I'll just have to fight with it later when I'm actually using it. So here we go. No, it's not plugged up. It's just it's like this. And it's got this little thing here, and you just clip it under your table and wind it and tighten it up. You can buy them electric, but to me, that's money I can use to do something else. Is that table thumping? Is it really loud? Yeah, my iron's plugged up, but it does an auto shut off. And I was using it a little while. Well, I was using it earlier, and I just hadn't unplugged it. It shuts off too fast. See, it's how it's starting to cake up. I had a loose from down there from where I wasn't paying attention, but it'll work out. This is called a ball winder, a yarn ball winder. And you see, it's got me all the way down to here. And so now is when I'll start tangling because it's coming out both sides. And so I'll have to just kind of detangle it as I go. Well, Patricia, you got to go to school in the morning, so it's understandable for you to be sleepy and all. They have these. This one I got on this. I got it off of Nitpicks, but they have it on Amazon. They sell them in Michaels. They sell them in Hobby Lobby, and um, depending on what your Walmart is like, you might even happen up on one in Walmart. The ones from Nitpicks are around $20-$25 maybe, and I think you can get one on Amazon for about that much. Okay, that's the end. And so what I like to do is I like to take enough of it off, and then I wrap it straight around it like this, and then tuck the end under. And then to be sure I can start it from the center, I loosen that, and then I take the paper that's around it, if I still have it, and I do it like this. And like there's a little groove right here. Yeah, it's a little groove. You put it down in it like I like to put mine down in it like that, so that the thing is sticking out. But I try to keep the paper so I'll know what yarn it is, and then it just slides out, and you've got a neat little ball instead of that mess that I had before. It was. Okay, let me see. Yeah, when I say I have a lot of, it's like, this is a whole bin of just little short pieces. And a lot of the times, depending on if it's a small one, I'll hand wind it into a little ball. Like, that's what I had done with this, was I had hand wound it into a little ball. But then I started using out of it. Okay. And like some of them like this, most yarn you can pull from the center. But some of them, it's so hard to find the center pull. And those are the ones that I mostly like to wind up like this, because then it's easier to get a center pull. See, this one I'm going to end up having to wind with it wrapping from the outside. And when that happens, the ball turns and stuff like that, and it's going to end up probably jumping out of the basket. See this one. This one's going to aggravate me. I'm going to have to let it roll around on the floor. I guess I was going too fast. This is a chunky yarn too, so it's acts a little bit different. Somebody that y'all need to watch, two people I really like. One is T.O. Yarn Crafts. I love her videos and stuff. And she has gotten with a yarn company, and she's supposed to have some yarn coming out now that's supposed to be kind of like her yarn. And I like to support us when I can. So I'm just waiting for her yarn to come out so I can start ordering some of hers. And then another person that I like is Bag a Day Crochet. She has like over probably about 1,000 pattern tutorials on all kinds of hats and shawls and tops and everything. Yeah. This one didn't have a label on it. Yeah, Dips, I love her. She's good at teaching too, teaching to crochet. And I think that was one of the reasons that I watched her and I fell in love with her, because she teaches a little bit more like I teach when I teach people to crochet. And then on top of that, she does a lot of Tunisian crochet. Now, when I was doing it, it was just called doing the Afghan stitch. Now, there are a bunch of more stitches to it and everything. And so now they call it Tunisian crochet. This is just a little baby something that I made years ago, and I got all the way down to putting the last sleeve in, and I never finished it. I don't remember why, but I never finished it. And I don't know if I'm gonna pull it apart, or I think I'm gonna leave it for just a little while for me to decide if I want to finish it or if I want to pull it apart. Now I have two little sweaters somewhere that I did for my granddaughters. My girls are like 15 months apart. So they were about the same size when they were little. And I finished one of them sweater, and then I got the other one almost done. But I think it's up in a container that's up in the attic. I'm going to put this aside. This is one that I had wound before, but I've used a lot of it, and so I need to rewind it to tighten it back up. I was making this out of it at one point, and then I just fell out of love with it. It's a scarf, but I only got like this much of it done and decided I really didn't like it. So I'm going to take this one and just put it back on. I'm biased. This is a purple sweater right here. And it actually has a pocket on the front. I was making it, it's finished except for me closing up the underarm. I um I made it for one of the two granddaughters that were little, and then I decided not to give her to her because I needed to make it before I gave her that one. I was gonna need to make one for her other sister and her two brothers. And I may do them eventually, but right now it's not gonna work. I keep trying to take the time to work some other sweaters in, but I haven't managed to get it the time yet. This is one that I've been working on, but it's been on a knitting needle for a while. Yeah, the one that's up there, the purple one is knitted, not crocheted. And so my sound is still out. Okay, is it still out? Is that still out? It's still echoing though. Let me fix the echo. Okay, what about now? Is the sound still out? Can you hear me now? Okay, but okay. Oh, hey, EJ's daughter. What I was saying is, this is one that I started, um, possibly last year sometime, and I knit on it for a little while, and then I put it down. Then I've decided I'm not sure what I want it to be. I'm not sure if I want it to be a full sweater with long sleeves, or if I want it to be um, like kind of a sleeveless sweater. So I hadn't decided yet, so I hadn't finished. So it sits in this bag, and I'll do a little bit of it, and then I'll put it down, and I'll do a little bit more. I have this one that I started last week, week before last, and I think I'm gonna try to do it. It's something. It's a pattern I've never done before at all, and I think I'm gonna start it with a different yarn, with a solid color yarn, and then I may later do it in this. Um, or I may take it and I may crochet something out of this one, like a scarf. Dims, you sound like my daughter. She told me that she'll take this right now if it covers the girls. All I got to do is stop it off at the top, and she'll take it right now. You know, I did get upset with her with those blankets that I was supposed to be doing and turned them into scarves, shawls. I get fed up with stuff if it takes too long. So you never know. Dims, you remember the night that I got the crochet hook from One Virtuous Woman? Bree has taken my hook. She started using it and she fell in love with it, and I haven't been able to get it back from her. So I guess I'm gonna have to order me another one from her. Make her order her own set. I hope I've said hi to everybody who's come in. If I haven't, I'm sorry, and hello. Thank you for joining me. Bree actually gave me that idea last night. She was like, Mom, why don't you just do a late night crafting with Linda? Because that's when you do like to do a lot of your work. And I do. I stay up late. I'm a night owl. I like to do it too. Is it Rochelle? Yeah, I like winding it too. I have this is just yarn from other projects that I'm cleaning up and getting out of this basket. So I can put the basket back in the living room by my chair. Because when I'm sitting in there sometime is when I actually work on doing any crocheting or knitting. And I don't have a yarn label to go on this one either. But I think it's the same one as another one that I have in here. That one may still be okay like that. It's not too loose. I need to wind this one. More have to I guess pull me up right here so that I can read the comments. I can't read them from over there. You know, that is a great idea about the dryer sheet. I just never thought about it. And I'm not holding it tight. It's just, I mean, it's just lightly going through. I'm not holding it any tighter than I do when I'm actually crocheting or knitting. Oh, goodness. Did I pull this one from the wrong way? Y'all, it's not like I don't have a bunch of crafts to do, but I'm still finding more stuff that I want to do. I want to do rug tufting. I really, really, really want to do rug tufting. But I don't have the money right now to buy the equipment and stuff that I need to get. So as soon as I manage to get some funds available, I'm going to be doing rug tufting. Oh, you know I hadn't. That's an idea. I got some really tiny ones somewhere. Damn, I may have to go ahead and get me a punch needle and do it as punch needle first. Because I used to do punch needle, and I think I even have it here somewhere, probably up in a basket in the attic. But they have a bigger one that's got the needle that's about the size of the tufting gun. That one's got beads in it, and I can tell it's been in that bin forever. Say, I don't get offended when people give me ideas. There we go. Yeah, damn. So I'm gonna subscribe. Look, under my regular channel as me and as this one. I should have had my granddaughter to subscribe while she was over here being bad. Yeah, I said being bad, but no, I guess I should have said being disobedient. Not wanting to listen to her mom. I had to have her stay over here for a couple of days to show her how her mom had to come up under me and the way things would be for her if she lived with me. To show her how she should be blessed that she's with her mom and not with me. Kids. I'm about to go to the office supply store and get some more of these. I think I got this one at Dollar Tree, and it has different sizes in it. Oops. I was pulling on this one and didn't realize I had something attached to it. It's it's actually a lime green. I don't know if you can see it better now, but it's actually a lime green. or no, not a lime, chartreuse. I think that's the name of the color. So those gonna have to go in a work bag because I'm gonna finish that. I think I'm gonna end up doing like I may finish it as a baby size blanket because I think that's what I started it as. Yeah. This was coming out both ends. Oh, I know what I need to show you guys. Oh, 1 second. This is what I need to show you. and the top. This is my quilt that I was doing, and this is the back. And it's not completely finished yet because I have to put the binding on it. But then this is my binding. I can see it better over here. This is my binding. It's just a black grunge, which is kind of like a marbled black fabric. So this is the first one that I've quilted on my long arm. And then I'm going to go ahead and get the binding on that because this is actually the first African print top that I did. I did this before I left Mississippi, and I moved here 17 years ago. And I made it before I moved here. So I did this one. And when I did it, I was teaching a class at my Quilt Guild on how to use African fabrics and not cut them all up. Use it so that you could actually see the pattern and the design in the fabric. So this is the next one that's going to go on the long arm. And this is my backing, which is kind of similar to what I was using as the binding and the other one. So this is my backing for this one. And then the next one in line, I found fabric at, believe it or not, Dollar Tree. It was they sell fabric over in the little $5 section. And so I got these from there. These were like it's fat quarters. It's 5 different fat quarters. And then it even had the jelly rolls with it. Trying to figure out how to make okay, here we go. These were the fat quarters. And then it also came with, they also had, I mean, they didn't come with them. They were each $5. The fat quarters, the 5 fat quarters were $5. And then you get 15 jelly rolls. And then I just happened to go to a quilt shop that's a few towns over and found this. This is going to be my bag. Thanks, James. It's taking some work because the time I experimented with using the cameras like that, I couldn't tell if the volume was right or anything because there was nobody to hear me. So I didn't get any feedback or any response. So that's why tonight I took a chance on doing it. I didn't know which cameras to mute or anything. I'm just going to put this away without even putting that back on it right now. And then this one also had the black, white, and gray roll to go with, or yeah, black, white, and gray. So that might be, it's not going to be my next one. It may be the one I do after that, because for my next one, the guild that I'm in, they're teaching Saturday, they're teaching doing the Carpenter Square, which is a block I've been wanting to do. It's a quilt pattern I've been wanting to do for the longest. And so I said I was going to go do it. Okay. Now let me see if I can get some more of this going. Oh, the animal print jelly roll. It's like they're already cut at 2.5-inch strips like this across the width of the fabric. Now, if you were doing some skinny scrunchies, these would work for some skinny scrunchies because you could cut it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Maryland jelly rolls is one of the terms that they use for fabrics, and another one is a layer cake. This is 2 little layer cakes in here. This is a layer cake, and they call it a layer cake because when you buy it, they're all cut and stacked, you know, kind of like layers of a cake, but they're all one size. This is a 5-inch square layer cake. So you can piece together your top and not have to cut up your fabric. The fabric is already cut the size you need. And then this is one that I've had forever that I think I'm going to put together with this. This one has like sewing designs and stuff on it. And I'm thinking about combining it with this one to do a top. I just hadn't figured out what pattern I'm wanting to do yet. Or if I'm just going to just basically sew the squares together and keep going. But yeah, well, I got a jelly roll, and I'm pointing to the wrong camera. I got a jelly roll and the fat quarters in this design. It's like the galaxies. And then I got one in this design. And they were all at Dollar Tree. They have different ones have different different designs and stuff. When I got the animal print, that store also had a bunch of plaids. They had a red plaid and a green plaid. I didn't get those. But with the jelly rolls, they do a quilt top called a jelly roll race. I've never done that, but what they do is they just sew the strips together and everything, and then they reposition some, and then cut them a certain way, and then sew them all together again, and then they cut them a certain way, and then they sew them all together again. There are two people that I watch who have done really good one. One is T Quilts, and then the other one is Tiffany. What is it? What's Tiffany's channel? Is Tiffany's Quilting Life. And then I said T Quilts is tea, just like the drink tea. T Quilts, all one word. Now let me see if I can get this one back on the, because I found a end, I thought. Yeah. Dimps, there is a pattern for a quilt, kind of like a wall hanger, or you can do it as a big quilt that I want to do, and it's a pieced sewing machine. You can buy it in a kit, but the person who had it in the kit that I went to, it was $52, and I'm like, no, we're not gonna get that right now. I'm just gonna end up finding the pattern and using my own fabrics. I'm glad you guys are up with me. Otherwise, I'm just going to be sitting in here watching rug tufting videos. Now, I have two Dollar Trees that are kind of close to me that I frequent more. But then I just remember there are two others that aren't far from me that I don't ever go to. They might have had some better design. But that's the way I found out about those at Dollar General was at my Quilt Wheel meeting. It was a lady came in and she had two quilt tops that she had finished using nothing but the Dollar Tree roll pieces. And she had one that she was working on. And so after I left the meeting that day, I went to the Dollar Tree that was closest to where I was. And that was where I got the animal print ones. The thing when you're doing the rolls on here, this is a small one, and your ball is not going to get any bigger than the base. They do have them where, as a matter of fact, my other daughter has one where her base on hers is about this big. So it's for making big balls that are kind of like the ones like this that you buy in the store already caked up. If y'all want to see a yarn stash, you need to see my oldest daughter's stash. She seriously bypassed me. I mean, I have more that's up in the attic that I need to get down, but she still, and she's show you how strange things are. She, when I taught her to crochet, she was too busy. She just didn't have time for it, because I taught all my kids to crochet at 10, and she was just too hyper for it. After she had her girls, she needed something to do, and she picked it back up. And she has been crocheting like crazy ever since. And then now, Bree, my daughter who's here, that came in the live the other time, she started crocheting again lately, but she's been crocheting clothing. She's made like halter top, a dress. I think she's working on a skirt now. Yeah, the ones here have they have like the $1.25 stuff, but then there is like a couple of aisles that you look and there's like a blue heading. And down those aisles they have stuff that's like $3 and $5. One of the stores that I was in, as a matter of fact, had the um the little light boards that you can get on Amazon. They had those. They have those for $5. And then I got one of those. I use my Cricut Bright Pad more though, because that one, the little plug-in section acts kind of wonky to me. But I think the ones you get on Amazon are like that too. They're not the sturdiest thing. And then that one also had tumbler turners. And I said I may get one just to test it against the other one, the ones that I have. Because I have a couple that were made for me. They were built for me. And then they have and then I have like the one you get at that's at what's the place? Michael's. The what was that brand? The Spin It? I think it's it's by We Are Memory Keepers. I have one like that, and then I have one that I got on Amazon. That's a 2-turner. I have a 1-turner that was built, and then I have a 4-turner that was built. I was doing cups a lot at one point. This is it's tangled and split in the yarn because it was a big knot in it. Let's see. I think I'm going to have to do this like this and unhook the I actually like trying to untangle more than that. If you see me cutting, it's an absolute last resort. My baby's the same way. She was working on something and her yarn was tangled up and we both were in here. We got that yarn untangled. Because she's kind of like me. We don't like to cut them from a tangle. We'd rather just work it out. Because see, when you cut it, and then if you tie it back together, that's a knot you got to deal with when you're using it. Hey, Almond Brown. Yeah, I figured this would be maybe some good bedtime watching for people. So now I got to spin it back because I messed around and got a piece hung. That was it. Hey, Riri. Welcome in. Yeah, Patrice, I moved my epoxy stuff out to another area earlier today so I can set up. Because I got some cups that I had started and I didn't finish them, and I'm wanting to finish them. One of them, I've got to put my granddaughter's name on it and then put the flood coat on it. And then my daughter started some Halloween themed cups probably a couple years back. And she glittered them, and that's as far as we got with them. So I was like, I need to get this work done so I can clear up spaces in my room so I can bring some more stuff in. But I moved it out. I think I'm gonna set it up in my kitchen, in an area in my kitchen, because then I can open the door and vent it some. But I used to do it all right in here in this room. But then I finally got to the point where even though it wasn't bothering me any, I got to listening to other people and their issues that they're having with it and everything. And then I remember that I do have a little bit of asthma, and it might be a good idea to get it to work on that stuff somewhere where I can set it up and walk away from it. That's one of the reasons that we didn't ever finish the other cups. But I also ordered the other stuff, Bright Tone, that a lot of people were doing to do cups and not use epoxy, but I just haven't tried it yet. I watched I saw a few other people, but I watched Charmaine Galloway using it. And I finally ordered some. And if I go ahead and do one and I really like it, then I might get to the point where I stop using the regular epoxy and just use only order resin for the job, the things that I like to do with resin. But the only problem with that though is yeah, Crystal-Lac, it's the same thing. But I have like Domino's molds and coaster molds and all kinds of things like that I really need epoxy for. Like the jewelry molds that I have, I could always use the the UV resin and my lights, but that actually takes a good bit after a while. Yeah, Crystal Lack is who does the bright tone. Um, as a matter of fact, it's sitting right there. Um, they have like bright tone, and then they have another one as one of the ones that you can use. But as you put so many layers on, I mean, granted, they're thin layers and they dry or set up or whatever quicker than epoxy, but it's so many layers. Yeah, Auntie Tay was one of the first ones that I saw her video where she was having issues with it. Yeah. But I even have I mean, I have my respirator and everything right here. Yeah. Yeah, I have it. And it just I haven't used it but like a couple times after since I got it. And then shortly after I got it is where I just stopped fooling with it. All right, Marilyn. Thank you for stopping in. Good night. I'm probably gonna get off in just a few minutes. Because I figure people are getting ready to go to bed. I'm probably not gonna be finished. Ooh, oh, y'all didn't like I need to be headed to bed. But if I was to lay down, all I do is toss and turn. I mean, I'm right here at the end now. This little bit is all that's still tangled. So I might as well stick on in there now. Dims, am I still just one person away from 100? Okay. I might have to catch up with that granddaughter of mine tomorrow and have her go ahead and get me my 100th person. I may have to do me a celebration like at maybe 150, even if it's nothing but like maybe crocheting a hat and giving it to somebody. Oh, oh, great. Yay, 101. Wish I had a kazoo. I got one of Eve's bells, but I don't want to ring it. Bray. Yay! Thanks, everybody. Almond Brown was the one who sent the first people over to sign up to subscribe. I think she was the first subscriber, and she sent a bunch of other people over because we were on Demp's birthday live. I'm gonna have to check out Kenyatta's journey then. Wait for just a second. Free. We at 101. Are you on? No. Oh, I'm still on my last. I had to let my baby know that we've gotten to 101. So I'm about to start paying more attention now. Oh, I completely missed the comment. I've missed the Kenyatta until I saw it a while ago. I should have set this up down here at this table so I could sit down. I had already started, and I don't have a chair or anything over here. All I have is this step ladder, and this rump of mine don't. I can't comfortably sit on that step ladder. Thank you, Dibs. Thank you, Patrice. I'm hoping. I need to get to doing enough so that I can find out how to become an influencer. I'd be so jealous when I be watching y'all sometimes doing your unboxings where they sent you stuff to try out and review. And I'm like, I want to try out and review. Okay, like I said, I have got to go find Kenyatta. Whenever I get off, I'm gonna have to look her up. It's Kenyatta's journey. Whew. This one was a battle right here by itself. And you know why? Because there's more than one. There's another tail right there. Dempsey were telling me to get the scissors. It's already two pieces. That's probably why I'm having issues. Oh, I'm biased. Don't get me going on hair. Y'all can see what this looks like. I I had my daughter to do the crochet twist, but it's been a little over a month now, and we need to redo it. But I haven't had the energy to just sit in a chair for long. Because see, this has got to come out, and then I either just wear my hair for a while, or this has got to come out, and then I have to wash my hair and all and put it back in. Unless I decide to do some box braids. No. See, this is why I don't do this all the time. I have to wait until I'm in a mood for doing it. Because if I'm not in a mood for doing it, then I will just either cut it or toss it or something. But when I'm in the mood to wind, I'll take the time to detangle. I hate to end up doing a job and I need just 2 feet of yarn, and it's the same 2 feet that I cut off and threw away. And it's going to make me have to go open another whole ball. When I could have just taken a few more minutes and detangled those 2 feet. Now, I still have those 2 videos I need to put up. I have the one running the long arm. I have it almost ready to post because see, there's really no talking in it because I was just sewing and had my TV going, and then I think I'm just gonna end up putting it up. I'm just putting some music behind it, but I want to go ahead and put the binding on my quilt and then just do a couple of pictures and have them at the end of the video because I didn't completely finish the video because my my camera shut off on me twice. That's why I'm having to put the 2 videos together. Oh, this is mine that I got from the one that I got from Michaels. I just haven't put it up. When I get ready to do okay, we're not gonna go up. It's trying to do what it wants to do. And see, when I get ready to roll these, then this one I'll end up using this. Um, Riri, do you spin? I want to try spinning and dying. I have a feeling that this clump right here is that whole separate piece of yarn that's not even part of this ball. Darn, I wish I could have gotten mine for $10. I didn't pay because I got it at Michael. I didn't pay an extreme amount for it though because I used a coupon. Um, well, I either used a coupon or I got my senior discount or something. As much as I don't want to cut this, I think I'm going to have to. This is Caron yarn, and Caron yarn will split. And this is starting to split on me. Ugh. I have some of my knitting needles that I can't use with Caron yarn because it splits it. Damn, she ain't gonna come in here and get on camera now. She's she'd have to put her hair on, and she's not fixing to put her hair on. It's almost 2 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock in the morning, or whatever. Um, she probably in there getting ready to go to sleep. I think y'all fixing to talk me into it. Because, like I said, it's starting to split. It's getting real skinny and stringy right here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Because, see, I'm not going to want to use it. And if it's stripped like that. As a matter of fact, let me go back up where it's still fatter. Y'all talked me into it. This one went down under, so it's not coming up right. Okay. Yeah. Really? I got this where I started trying to learn how to spin. Um, that's all I've got on there so far. I think I'm gonna have to get me. I'm gonna have to get me one of the e-spinners, and then get the patience for that. Okay. And put the clip on that. Pray. A few of the ladies have said, hey. Bree said to tell y'all, hey back. Okay. I have this left, but I think this is a bunch of little ones that I'm going to end up just hand winding because they're going to make some little balls. So I'm not going to put those on there. Okay. So that has almost emptied that basket. Okay. Thanks, Rochelle. Thank you for the company. I hope you have a good day tomorrow. Okay. You know, I think there's like not a weaving guild, but there is kind of like a fiber guild. I think that's in Columbia. That's not too far from me. Now, my son has talked about wanting to weave, but like I said, I probably end up want to do that too eventually. But I just want to spin, and then I eventually want to dye yarn because see, if I get to where I spin and dye my own yarn, I don't have to go to the yarn stores or anything and buy yarn. I can just make my own. All I have to do is just buy. I can buy plain white yarn that's dyeable, or I can just buy my fibers and spin my yarn and dye it myself. Yeah. This is my favorite crochet hook. And they don't sell it anymore. I wish they did because I would get some more of them. But it's an ergonomic one, and I hold it like this. And I like that. But it's also interchangeable. I have tips of all sizes. I have another one here somewhere. I'm thinking it's in one of the work bands that's up in the attic. But it came out probably about 20 years ago. And they don't make it anymore. As a matter of fact, it was made by the company, the Provocraft company, which is the company that does Cricut. So, but this is my all-time favorite crochet hook. Okay. I guess since it is, oh, I looked at my time wrong. I thought it was 1 something a while ago. It was 11:40, and I was thinking it was 1:40. Okay. But I guess I'm going to go ahead and go because so many of you I know work, and I'm just glad that y'all came in and hung out with me long enough for me to get that wound because I would have been sitting here bored. And like I said, watching videos I really didn't need to be watching. But it's like this gave me a chance to test this because one of the cameras that I'm using, the one that says Linda, is actually my daughter's Chromebook. So I wanted to see if it would do, a pretty decent camera. The one that's on my laptop, it's kind of dark and kind of blurry. Plus, I need a new laptop. That laptop is so old. It doesn't even have Windows 10 on it. So I really need to update it and get a new one. And it's going to have to wait. But as soon as I get a new one, I know I'll be using it as one of my cameras. And I've liked having these 2 cameras like this. So thanks, Dims, for getting me started on doing it. Oh, Riri, you missed it earlier when I was saying that I want to do rug tufting. And Dems is trying to talk me off the ledge, but it ain't no talking me off the ledge. The only thing that's keeping me from doing it right now is I don't have the money to get the equipment I need. But I do. I want to do rug tufting. It's like, hey, we only live once. Have to have something to do to keep us from getting, just frustrated. It keeps my mind going. It keeps my hand going. Just when I get the equipment and I learn how to do it, I'll show you. And you'll fall in love with it too. Okay, ladies. I'm gonna go ahead and go and let y'all go. I'm probably gonna try to come back again real soon. And then, like I said, those 2 videos that I've been sitting on for the longest, I'm gonna go ahead and get them up in the next couple of days. One is the second part to the what was it, the Hobby Lobby haul. I got it part of the way edited, and then I got the one from using the long arm part of the way edited. So I can get back on for just a couple of minutes with both of them, and then I'll get them up. And then I also have one where I use the template that I got from Uni that's got the Mississippi on it. I actually videoed me putting the stones in the word Mississippi, and I just need to take a picture of the shirt and everything, and then I'll probably do that one as one. But so I can try to get me on up there and everything. But okay, ladies, thank you for coming to hang out with me. I really enjoyed you. And I didn't do the like and subscribe because everybody who's on here, I think almost everybody who's on here is subscribed already. So and I'm glad y'all are. But once I'm gonna actually come on for another long arm when I get this other quote loaded, especially since I know how to do it. Y'all, what was wrong with my machine that day? I went through changing the bobbins and doing all of that. That's not what was wrong with it. One little thing was wrong. When I had it threaded, I didn't have the thread all the way in the little tension disc on the front. That's the only thing that was wrong with the machine. I got it fixed, and it went right on. That same bobbin that I had in it before, when it wasn't working, I popped it back in after the other bobbin ran out, and it kept sewing just fine. So it was a user error. And I'm going to go after I get ready to say this, but now, Riri, you by yourself with the sheep. I don't want the sheep. I mean, I'll go to somebody else's farm and get the sheep, but I don't want any. Okay, ladies. I'm going to go ahead and go. Thank y'all for coming. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Good night.